calendar and groaned. What she saw made her head pound and her stomach clench. Her laptop screen was covered in colors representing meetings from early morning to late at night. The packed days of back-to-back meetings extended weeks into the future. Ruth knew she could not keep up this pace and wondered why all her hard work was not producing the results needed to sell her company. Why was her team not able to accomplish the goals to do the things that would take BBDI Inc. to the next level and allow her to take a much-needed break? Ruth had started Breaking Boundaries Data Innovation, BBDI, 8 years earlier and built it into a multi-million-dollar enterprise serving a global audience. The shared vision and mission of the organization was to create a world that relies on truth to make better decisions. The foundation of the company's data innovation solutions was software Ruth designed herself. She was proud of the partnership she created to accelerate the company's growth and her clients' growth. Now she needed her executive team to step up if they were going to accomplish the objectives set by the board of directors. Ruth shuddered as she stared at her packed calendar. Time is a strange thing, she thought. When you are starting your company and trying to find clients, time moves sufferingly slow as you think about all the ways the business can change the world and also the ways it might fail. But after years of hard work creating a successful company, when it's finally time to sell and reap your reward, there doesn't seem to be enough time in the day to do what matters most. Her number one priority right now was to figure out what was wrong with her executive team. The team was not working well together, and Ruth was overwhelmed by the aggressive goals and timeline the board had set for her company. She had chosen every board member and picked longtime professional friends and colleagues who would hold her accountable and challenge her to take her leadership and vision to the next level. But in this case, she felt they were taking the accountability thing to an unrealistic level and were hurting her more than helping her. She had great relationships with each board member, but when they met collectively, the dynamic seemed to change. Personal relationships gave way to ego and power trips where board members jockeyed for who could challenge her the most and take credit for the sale of the company. After all, it would look great on their bios to be a board member of a company that everyone in the industry followed and sold for a huge financial gain. She had heard many stories in the past about boards who abused their power and even removed the company's founder. But she couldn't believe this was even a possibility for her. Yet with boards and business, you just never know, she thought, and she was more stressed than ever. This company was her fifth baby, in addition to 4 children at home. She had built it with years of sweat, grit, and hard work, and was determined to finish strong and create a successful exit. Ruth certainly cared more about her company than her board did, but she couldn't put her finger on what was wrong with her team. Things were simply not working, and she was desperate to figure out how to get her team to perform at the level necessary to release their new product offering that would allow BBDI to assume a place of dominance in the market, while carving out an entirely new category for business decision management software, BDM. Just like Robert and Kate Kassenbaum were pioneers of database marketing in the 1980s, leading to the rise of the CRM, Ruth and her team would redefine business decision management with a proprietary combination of data innovation solutions and powerful database management. But they had to get a working product out in time before anyone else hit the market and took away their competitive advantage. Ruth inhaled deeply and exhaled. She shrugged her shoulders as an attempt to loosen up her body the way she did years ago during pressure-filled moments of her college volleyball games. It was time for her weekly executive team meeting, and she needed to clear her mind and focus. She closed her laptop, picked up her leather-bound journal with her notes for the meeting, and started to walk down the hall to the conference room. Her executive meeting began every Wednesday morning at 7:30 a.m. She expected each member of the team to be there and be ready to begin on time. She could see a few faces through the glass door of the conference room as she walked down the hall, and was looking for one person in particular, but didn't see her. Was Paula there? And if not, how many of the team decided to take the easy way out by logging in online instead of participating in person? The way Paula had been acting lately, Ruth doubted she would see Paula sitting in the conference room. Paula was the president of BBDI Inc. She was a powerhouse, business strategist, and a true thought leader in the data innovation market space.